Okay, so the premise of today's video is that me and Thomas, by the way, Thomas is down filming an Ed Sheeran course right now. More on that later. Me and Thomas are gonna have a jam. We're gonna do a bit of a Bee Gees jam because it's just a great chord progression. How Deep Is Your Love? It's an amazing track. And the premise today is we're gonna be using both a Tonex pedal and Amplitube 5 Max to put together our jam. So I'm gonna be showing you through how I get a sound on the Tonex and then put it on my pedal board. It's super cool, more on that in a bit. And Thomas is gonna show you how he gets the sound on Amplitube. And then we're gonna have an incredibly super fun jam so you can hear those tones in action. Now, there is a reason we're doing this, and that is because we are giving away via the YGA Club all the way through August a Tonex pedal for one lucky person, and of course, and this is the best way I can think of showing you this, Amplitube 5 Max. So for one lucky person in August, and we'll announce the winner at the end of August, you're gonna win both those items. And of course, the Tonex also comes with the software you need to run the Tonex. So it's an incredible setup. These are amazing pedals and software. And I'm hoping throughout this video, which is a very practical video, rather than a kind of showing you through how to work these things, it's more of like a, here's how we actually use these things and how good they sound, that you're gonna really kind of fall in love with these pieces of software and pedals, because we certainly have. So just to clarify, if you do want to win this amazing bundle, all you have to do is head on over to the YGA Club, start your 14-day free trial, and as soon as you get in there, you'll have a chance to enter the competition. As long as you're a member, by the time we announce the winner at the end of August, you've got a chance to win. So head on over there, we'll put the link in the description so you can do that. Now, with that all said and done, let's bring Thomas in, and let's first get Thomas set up with the sound that he wants to use in the jam via Amplitube Max 5. So walk me through it, Thomas. Get me the sound.
The tone.
That you're gonna use.
The holy grail.
For this jam.
That is always the question, isn't it? The holy tone.
I'm assuming Marshall style amp is not what you're after.
Probably not the one, so no, I'll change that. This is where my ignorance comes in. So let's look at the amp types, I think.
Yes.
A good place to start.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the orange, probably not an orange style, maybe more of the kind of vintagey, 65 Fenders in here. We've got a twin reverb.
I think we'll end up going for exactly the same thing as well.
We may end up. So tell you what, why don't I
clone Thomas?
Yeah, why don't we change it up? Why don't I say, so really kind of, I'll talk about the type of sound I'm looking for. I'm a bit vanilla, to be honest. I like just a nice, clean bit of fatness.
Yeah.
On the tone, bit of roundness. Not really looking for too much breakup, but just like a little bit of bite.
It's quite bassy, that one, isn't it?
Maybe not.
What is that? Let me have a look. What style
This
is
is
that?
a silver 12.
Ooh. Just love the pictures.
So yeah, I'm obviously going the clean profile here. Trying to see what we've got. I'll try.
Are you gonna go for a little bit of a?
It's not bad. Jazz amp maybe.
Is that a rotary or is that a chorus?
I think that's a chorus. It's on it.
Jazz amp 120. No, it'll be actually in the amp. Look, you got your speed, you got your vibrato and chorus.
Oh, you're right. Right, let's
Look
turn
at that.
off.
Jazz amp. Oh my days, what is this jam gonna become?
Look, that's kind of along the lines of stuff I really like.
Is it? Let's hear some lead in that.
So it needs just a little bit more push, I think. A little less, well, for one, a little less bass. I like kind of not pushing bass on the amp.
Okay. Well, literally bass at 0.
Not bass at 0, I just won't push it.
Okay.
So it'll be typically at like 12 o'clock.
At 12 o'clock.
So
okay,
kind of
yeah,
pretty much unaffected.
Mm-hmm.
Mid, like a bit more mid, not too much treble. I think the treble can often get a little bit too,
This is jazz.
Well, exactly, it's a jazz
This is
amp.
I'd describe your sound as like soul, just good modern.
See there now, when I'm hitting it,
Yeah.
it's starting to break. So yeah, I'm liking that. Got no distortion. What if I put the distortion up to say like 0.2?
You can always use pedals as well. You can stack pedals
Yeah,
if
I
you
might
want a
think
little
about
something to
just
add
a
on.
little boost. That gets a bit too boomy. I'm
That's too
liking
much.
the kind of overall profile, so
Yeah.
now I might just add a pedal to this.
Yeah.
And what I like about the jazz amps is that you go in and there's nothing like on it. It's
Yeah.
super plain.
Yeah.
So I'm not looking really distortion.
Maybe a cheeky overdrive.
Maybe a little boost.
So drag it onto in front of the amp, I guess. If
I
it's
would
like
say,
a pedal.
yeah, in front of an amp. So just.
So what is that one? Cheeky boost.
That's pretty nice.
It sounds pretty sweet to me, yeah.
That's the thing I like. I like that sweet.
Yeah.
That sweet tone, and that's. You know, you can fuss and you can keep. You'll never get it perfect, will you? It's always something.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. But that's added a little bit more richness to the sound.
Just
if you hit it, let's see if you.
You hear it just starting to.
Yeah, yeah.
That's with fingers. If I go pick, then you hear it starting to go.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of using fingers here because I like that sweet, soft tone. So that's pretty. And then I can just roll off the volume a bit.
That's it. Yeah. And it actually adapts really nicely to that, even though it's a digital thing.
Yeah, honestly.
It's absolutely.
It's really, really
it
good.
still adapts to the roll.
It's really good, yeah. And like that's I knocked it maybe from like 10 to 9, and then that's the difference that makes.
Yeah.
Just cleans it right up. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that.
So that's it. So that's easy. So I mean, you've got the option of adding post effects and but I think for the purpose of this jam, we're going to be doing some BGs.
Yeah, do some BGs, man.
Why not? So you just got to save that. So just this little.
That is it.
That little one. That's it.
That boy.
That's it. And then just call it what you like. Thomas's, because we'll give these away. We'll let people nab these if they want them.
I'm sure no one is going to want my
I'm
BG
taking
tone.
it. It's going straight into my personal collection.
Straight into your basket.
I'm going to sound like Thomas when I play this one.
Thomas BG. There we go.
Cool, that's it. So from your point of view, from your sound, you're going straight through Tonex into the computer. Tonex through Amplitube, straight into the computer. So it's nice and easy. That's all you've got.
Yeah, it's literally super clean.
So I've got to do it now with Tonex.
You got to do Tonex, yeah.
So let's swap.
Right up.
All right. All right, so I'm on Tonex instead of Amplitube.
Yeah.
Slight difference in that this is specifically for the Tonex pedal. And they're just really, the focus is almost entirely the amp. You know how with Amplitube you can do the whole signal chain. So my idea here is that I'm going to get the amp that I like with maybe a little bit of, you can see you can add a noise gate, a compressor, a little bit of reverb, these kind of things. But that's it. And then you transfer that to the pedal, and then I use my pedals around that. So I use my BB Plus for my overdrive, my MXR for the carbon cop for the delay, and so on. So so it really acts as if there's an amp sitting on your pedal board, and then you have the pedals going into the amp and then coming out. Do you see what I mean? So I'm pretty similar to Thomas. But what I quite like here is they've got a load of presets, and I'm definitely just...
You're a preset man,
I'm a preset man, yeah. I don't know enough about it to kind of play around. So I think you can type in the type of amp. So if I type in like Fender, so there we go.
There we go.
Oh, hang on. Well, there's absolutely tons. Hang on, did I find?
There's a lot.
Well, we got Fender Hot Rod DeVille. No, I don't like hot rods so much.
Oh yeah.
Fender Bassman, Fender Super 6 Reverb.
Oh, here we go.
Fender Deluxe, Fender 65 Deluxe.
Fuzzy character.
That's pretty tasty looking. Oh, it's quite.
It's got the fuzzy, so you see in the character.
Yeah. So this has got fuzz, as in it's just heavily overdriven, I guess?
Yeah, maybe it's just set up to have that.
Okay, so let's come off of that because we want kind of just like a clean...
Well, what if can you click on the character? Does that kind of change that?
Yeah, it does. Oh, I can go, what's preset? These are my presets, ignore that. That's my ones I've already done. Right, if we go character, and then we don't want drive, we want clean. Here we go.
There it is.
Tidy room. Fender Super 6 Reverb. Oh, it's really low output. I can just push the output here for the moment.
That's quite nice.
Pretty nice. So you got Okay, so, but let's just see.
Nice,
So we've got gain, bass, mid, treble. So I'm going to copy what Thomas said entirely because I just want to basically sound like Thomas. So, so they're all 12 o'clock, which is fine.
That's what they call me, basic.
I'm just going to push that volume right up just to... I think it sounds...
Maybe use a little more treble.
Let's go for a little bit more treble. Let's push that up a little bit.
It brings it out a little more. But the character of it's really nice.
Yeah, and I think these... What I found initially when I first dialed in any Tonex stuff was the way it feels to play. It feels a lot nicer than your average digital amp. It feels like you get a bit of a response. When you're quite a dynamic player, it feels like if you go like that.
Oh yeah. I think if you close your eyes, you wouldn't really be able to tell.
Yeah, especially if you had really good monitors or for an in-ear monitor or something like that. Anyway, I'm actually super not fussy, so I really like the sound of that one. So tidy and clean. What I will do is I will come up to the top bit here. So I wouldn't touch the cab because it just kind of comes with the right cab, right? So I'm just going to leave that there. But I'll come into the reverb and I'll put on a little reverb. So you can see I've got a room reverb. Oh, spring.
Lovely.
Let's turn that on. Let's bring the mix up crazy and then just see.
Go nuts.
Oh, yeah. So what's our track? For the purpose of this, that's actually not bad.
It's really sweet.
Let's just... I'll pull it back a little bit because I'm not mad, man.
For the crack, push the mix the whole way. So you've got it at about 9 o'clock now.
Wait, hang on.
Yeah.
100. There you go. Oh. It's kind of crazy.
That's still really nice.
I quite like it.
It's really it's not, you thought like, oh, it's going to go 100, it's going to just
It's just a
be a
nice
total mess.
Yeah,
but
it's just great.
lovely.
It definitely has a purpose. Like that's not so ridiculous.
No, it's
but
not.
For what we want, I'm still gonna go kind of. Okay, yeah, I like that. Okay. I'm not like a massive gear guy, so I don't hugely understand what pre-delay means versus cut and stuff like that. I just go with my ear, and that sounds really nice to me. So really, like you can get into the compression and the noise gate, but I don't want any of that because I want it to be really dynamic. It's just a jam with me and Thomas. Advanced parameters. Let's just see what that is. Oh, you can do post. So is that? Okay, that's off. On. What do you hear?
I can't tell.
I think immediately there sounded like there was more compression, but.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely bigger.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that because that sounds great. So, I've got a sound which at least rivals Thomas's sound
I think
to some extent.
It is nice.
So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna save that. So I'm gonna call it. What did you call yours, Thomas?
Thomas BGs.
I'm gonna call it Dan BGs. BGs. So that's all saved. Nothing else really needs to be done there specifically. Save. And then what I do is I go to preset and I've got my Dan BGs. Now you want to actually connect the Tonex. So you need a USB and I've got the Tonex pedal on the board. So I'm just gonna literally connect Tonex via the USB. So plug that in. We'll get a little bit of a high-end buzz just because now there's a lot of stuff going on. But as soon as we're ready, we're gonna move that away. So what happens now is we're kind of connected to Tonex and I need to come through to the librarian feature here. So as it does that, it's obviously syncing. It's going, whoa, it's thinking about it. Thinking. Also, just another note, sorry, Thomas, is that I've actually, in that meantime, disconnected from the computer, and now I'm connected. You can see I'm now connected through Tonex, okay? So the sound we're now hearing is now from this pedal board, so it's completely dry, because you can see nothing's on at all. No amp, no pedals. So there's a little switcheroo there that we had to make from hearing the sound of the computer to now the sounds through the pedal board. Now then, it's up. You can see that?
It is up.
Magical. You can see how many banks you've got. Like in theory, and this is what's really cool about it, you'd spend a while setting in, let's say you got a set in a functions band or something like that, and you go from 80s hair metal to like Bee Gees, like we're gonna do and stuff like that. You can literally just have an amp for each one, and you just then roll through it. So I'm gonna just put it on bank number A. So all you gotta do is, here's my damn Bee Gees one, and I just literally just drag it in, bank A, overwrite what's there. And now that magically connects. So you can see on the Tonex now, if I activate A, which is bank A, I've got Dan, and then wait for it, B, hang on, B, G's, there she is. So now that's it. I mean, that's literally it. Now I've got the tone that I spent ages doing. And you can adjust stuff on the fly as well, John T. I don't know if you can see that. Sorry, it's gone the other way.
He's taking the scenic route.
He's got the scenic route. Yeah. So you've got gain, bass, mid, treble, volume, and also presence, noise gate, compressor, and reverb. You can adjust all of these on the fly as well. So if you just like need to make a few little adjustments based on the PA you're playing through or whatever it is, you just do that. So for me, I literally am just gonna bring the volume right up because we just got a slightly lower output there. And that's it. And the cool thing here now is that essentially, there it is. So now, this is my amp, and I'm just gonna now take out the USB so we get rid of that high hum. Bye-bye, don't need the computer at all anymore. So I've got my amp, and now I can go from my amp into my pedals. So now if I wanted to go from it that's clean, to now bring in a little bit of overdrive, I can do that. So, you know, it now functions just so simply as a board. If I want to add a little bit of delays. Obviously do crazy things with that. So now I've got my pedal board set up with the Tonex. Thomas has got Amplitube set up, ready to rock and roll.
With our super clean tones.
Super clean tones with no pedals almost. And now we're going to jam some Bee Gees. So let's do it.
Let's really rock it.
Okay, so as you can see, that was a lot of fun for both me and Thomas, and I absolutely love it when Thomas comes down because I learn something pretty major every single time. He is a phenomenal guitar player. And of course, he's one of our tutors and mentors on the YGA Club. And that brings me to remind you that if you join the YGA Club anytime in August, then you'll be able to head on over. You get a 14-day free trial, and you can enter our competition to win not only the Tonex pedal and the software that comes bundled with it, which is what I was using, but also Amplitube 5 Max, the kind of most high-end version of Amplitube that you can get, which is what Thomas was using. And might I say, I think we were both just using it, just a small amount of what is obviously possible with these pieces of software and bit of hardware. So you can get so much out of this. It's such a brilliant competition. I implore you to head on over. All the links will be in the bio, and I'll see you again soon for another video.